talk about the sort of coincidence sort of things that happen, the synchronicities or whatever is what most people call it. It's just, but I mean, it's way too much, and it's constant, it's consistent. I think I've already described like as a just an example of the kind of stuff that happens. Like I find out that I'm related to Daniel Boone, that his sister is like my great 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 aunt or something, or something like that, right? And right after I find, around the same time, I just downloaded Daniel Boone, and I walked out in the living room as I was downloading Daniel Boone, and they've got the Munsters is on, and the Munsters some episodes on, and Herman Munster is there, and they're wearing coonskin caps, and he says, we're related to Daniel Boone. And then, later on, like a week or two late, a couple of weeks later or something, I was sitting there watching Daniel Boone as my sister's birthday was coming up, right? And I went out, I paused Daniel Boone right as this other next episode was about to start. I pause it and I go out to bake a cake in the oven. I mix everything together. I put the cake in the oven. Then I walk back to the room and hit play. And the first thing that comes out of their mouth, like, is the Daniel Boone's wife is there, and she's baking a cake. You know, it's just, oh, that girl, oh, she never here. I'm baking a cake. It's just the kind of stuff that happens is I'll see like street signs that almost seem like signs, places that almost seem like they're talking to some specific thing that I'm dealing with, or just on and on. Like a song will come on the radio that's exactly about something that I'm thinking about or going through, or the lyrics are just perfectly fit what the hell I'm thinking about and what's going on, stuff like that happens, and or like I said, just most recently, like yesterday, I watched Psych, and there was an episode of Psych that's got the dude from Karate Kid in it, and they're in court, and then they start doing impersonations of, stuff from My Cousin Vinny. And then today, My Cousin Vinny's on TV on a different channel, and I ended up watching that. But like the craziest stuff is like like serious. That's the sort of synchronicity sort of shit. But it's so much more than that. It's like a supernatural alteration of time, space, physical matter, and it usually seems to happen in such a way as to kind of screw me over and keep me under control. Like to prevent me from getting some kind of a home, or to put me in a position where I'm kind of screwed and have to always be stuck under somebody's boot heel, basically. Or, to prevent me from ever having any kind of fucking independence or freedom, or something that I can actually afford, and just kind of screw me, screw me, screw me, and screw me some more. Like even trying to get into a cheaper motel room, that becomes impossible, because if necessary, the motel room will be physically altered in some sort of way to make it so I can't even get into it. Or if there's a place of mobile home for sale, well, suddenly that will disappear, or it will change completely, or now it's not for sale, or something will happen. Something happens like all the time just to fucking screw me over, basically, left and right. And there's not a goddamn thing that I seem to be able to do about it. I'm not saying everything is bad there, but there's a lot of bad stuff that just seems to be done to fuck me over, to keep me under control, to like rob me blind, But then at the same time, it's like other stuff is just like, it's almost like mockery or something, or like slapping me across the face, letting me know that there's some sort of power beyond my control that controls absolutely everything in my life, basically, and I can't do anything about it. I don't know, like little things. I mentioned the type of like collector's coins and stuff that I started getting after I'd ordered some collector's coins and started doing some research. Like, I'd never seen a Sally Ride quarter in my life before, and then I get these Sally Ride quarters and accidentally sent to me, and when I tried to order the back quarters, and then next thing you know, I go, to do my laundry and I have to buy quarters, and I'm just getting tons and tons of Sally Ride quarters and bat quarters suddenly shooting out into my hand. And I had ordered, like I said, uh, Kennedy half dollars, and suddenly I'm getting a bunch of Kennedy half dollars being given to me in change all of a sudden. Things that I normally don't see hardly ever. I mean, to the point where like I could barely find quarters to do my laundry with, because almost every quarter that I got was suddenly these collector's quarters that, you know, and just all kinds of weird shit, man, happens, and it's hard to describe to people because people don't believe you. They just won't fucking believe you, or they'll think, God damn, that's crazy. How does that happen? It's literally like a supernatural force is directly screwing with me and just fucking my life over, or keeping me stuck. And I've never really left any genuine options for me to actually move forward in life to have. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I'm trying to what this freaking my cousin Benny's on.